Okay, guys, we're back. We're gonna try something. It's a black eyed pea recipe, right? Uh, and the only way I can kind of describe it is if you like black eyed peas, this one is kind of on another level in just my personal opinion. I guess I could kind of compare it to old school way of cooking turkey, right? Before the everybody knew about the fried and the smoked turkey. We had the turkey. It was like, eh. And then when you got the smoked and the fried, it's like, okay, this is on another level. Same thing with this black eyed pea recipe. Fortunate enough, my wife is from Africa, so this is basically an African recipe. So I'm gonna, I guess I'll tell you. Well, you have to make the African stew first, and then you just put everything together. So it's not difficult. It's a matter of just getting your tomatoes, onion, tomato, onion. I'm using habanero peppers because I like spice, garlic and ginger, and you blend that, and you get your seasonings, and you. It's called frying it because once you get your those vegetables blended together, you will fry them in actual oil until it thickens to the consistency that you like, and you add all your spices to that, right? And once you do that, you let your black eyed peas cook in just straight water without seasoning them. And then it's a matter of just once your black eyed peas are done and your sauce is thickened, basically mix everything together. I'm using shrimp as my protein, but feel free to experiment and use the protein of your choice, regardless if it's beef, pork, or some chicken or turkey. All of them will work out fine with this. With that being said, okay, let me show you our ingredients, and we're going to get started. All right, so for this dish, you can see here I've kind of started already with my onions, getting those julienne or whatever. Uh, so this is our ingredients for this dish. Basically, you've got the onions, tomatoes, my habaneros. I've got ginger and my garlic. Let me set this oil off to the side, right? So this is going to be what we put together first and blend, chop up the tomatoes, clean and chop those, and just put everything together, put it in the blender and blend it till it becomes like a paste, right? And then we put some oil in our saucepan and add the vegetables to that and let that fry and cook down until it, like I say, thickens, right? But our spices that we're using, we've got black pepper, we've got salt, we've got some chicken bouillon, right? We've got bay leaves, we've got thyme and rosemary and curry powder. And that's basically it. Here I got my black eyed peas that I had soaking overnight. They're good to go. And here we have, all right, if I can get it out there, our shrimp. So I'm gonna get everything ready and put it together. Like I say, it's a step process. Everything is cooked separately. You let your black eyed peas boil. You let your stew or your sauce, whichever one you want to refer to it as. You let that cook and thicken, and you do your protein, which, like I said, my shrimps. I will get those and I will saute those. And basically, once everything is done, it's just a matter of incorporating everything and putting it together, and you're done with it. That being said, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we're back. As you can see, I've got my concoction here, my tomatoes, onion, habaneros, ginger and garlic, uh, blended. Put it in my little Ninja blender there. We've got that blended. We're going over here with our cooking today, right? So we've got this on heating up. Got to give it some oil. We may have to add some. We're going to let that come up to temp. And then we're going to put our vegetables in there and fry those. Like I said, we're going to cook it until the most of the liquid evaporates and it starts to kind of stiffen up, or not really solidify, but just thicken, right? Because we don't want it. If you let it stay too long, it will get very extremely thick, and it's definitely harder to work with then. But we don't want it like that. We just want it right, like I say, so we can properly mix our black eyed peas and put our shrimp in there. The black eyed peas are on the stove now and the water boiling. Like I said, no seasoning to that. Just boil those unseasoned in water, and we'll get to our season some shrimp and saute those after we get our sauce or our stew where we want it. So that being said, get something to stir with here. Yeah, that's what we want right there. Get that in there. It's kind of like making if you know anything about making gumbo and making a roux, it's kind of like that. You got to kind of keep your eye on this because it will stick. So you don't want that to happen and burn on you. So you kind of want to keep an eye on that while while it's cooking. But anyway, we've got that started like we want to, and here we'll just add our seasonings to it. Some bay leaves, some rosemary, our curry. So this is just our starting point. Once this started to cook down, we will taste it and see if we need to add anything else to it. Our thyme, black pepper, some salt, and our chicken cube. So now we're going to let this cook like it does, basically right there. You'll notice whenever it starts to boil, the oil will come up to the top. That's kind of what you're looking for. You may have to add more, or we may have enough here. I'm not exactly sure until this kind of starts to cook down. But that's it, folks. That's how we make our stew. So we're going to let this cook. Like I said, we've got our black eyed peas on. Um, we'll come back and saute our shrimp. We'll just put everything together and it's a wrap. But we'll be back to check in, so you can check in and see how it's going. So we sauteed our shrimp, and we had our stew made. I think we looked at that whenever I said it was about the consistency that we wanted. Our black eyed peas about boiled by themselves, and so like I said, it's a matter of just you strain your black eyed peas and you mix it into the your stew. You saute your shrimp and you put it together like that, and this is what you have. Hope you guys try it. Tell me what you think about it. You guys have a good one until next time.